Hey everybody, I thought I would do a quick live to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is 5 reasons why you should be using email marketing in your business development strategy. Anyone who knows me knows that I am a massive fan of email marketing, so I'm always talking about it in my social media posts, and of course focused on building my email list and practicing everything that I'm going to tell you over the next 5 minutes. So I just thought today I would do a really quick 5-minute video on 5 reasons why I think you should be using email marketing as a major part of your business development strategy. So reason number one is that you are building one of the most valuable assets in your business. And the bigger your list, the more value it has to you. And of course, one day, if you ever decided that you wanted to sell your agency, then having a sizable email list is really going to add value to it. And a really, really crucial point about this to differentiate between social media and your email list is that reason number two is that you own your email list, whereas you rent your social media followers. And what I mean by that is that the list that you're building is an asset that you own, that you can do what you want with, whereas a social media platform is someone else's real estate that you are borrowing. And of course, sometimes things can change in that social media platform, which either means you lose all your followers. Just think about Donald Trump. You know, he had 88 million Twitter followers, and overnight he got banned and lost them all. And of course, if he'd have been smart enough to move those 88 million people into his email list, then it wouldn't have mattered that he had lost his followers. Now, that awful situation isn't likely to happen to most of us, but what can and does happen is that terms and conditions change on this real estate that we're borrowing. And as an example of that, on LinkedIn a few years ago, you used to be able to get your first connections email addresses, and then overnight they changed that term, which meant you no longer could do that. So if getting email addresses from your LinkedIn followers was one of your key strategies, then overnight you lost the ability to do that. So it's a really important point is that you own your email list, whereas you're renting someone else's platform when you're building your social media. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do social media. I'm broadcasting this on social media right now. It should be an and conversation rather than an or. But your strategy always should be to try to move your social media followers into your email list, which is what I try and do. So that is reason number two. Reason number three is that you have a much higher chance of your email being seen and read by your email list than you do by your social media. So a couple of stats here: 78% of your emails will land in your subscribers' inbox, whereas an average of only 10% of your followers will see your social media posts. So if you post a post on LinkedIn and you've got 1,000 followers, then only 100 of those people will actually see your post based on the algorithm. Now, of course, if there's lots of engagement, the algorithm will then go, oh, this is good, and show it to more people. But of course, we have a very limited amount of time in our social media dashboard before the next post comes on. So 78% of people will get your email, whereas only 10% of your social media followers will actually see your social media posts. So that is another really good reason to build your email list. And of course, in social media, you're fighting against lots of other people where you can have a more direct one-to-one relationship in email marketing. Reason number four out of my 5 today is that if you take a value first approach when you're emailing your subscribers, then you will start to build a relationship. So my piece of advice here is don't be scared of mailing frequently to your list, provided that you are genuinely providing value to them and not just trying to sell. Now, I email my list at least once a week. And sometimes people go, I can't possibly do that because that I don't want to bother them, or they'll think I'm spam. No, they won't if you take a value first approach. And what you need to remember is that each subscriber in your email list is a person that you are trying to build a relationship with. So if you just email them once a month, that is not enough. You're not going to really build a relationship, and they will quickly forget you, and then ultimately they'll see your email as spam. So you want to email regularly, but take a value first approach, i.e. make sure that you are serving your audience, not selling. Make sure you're teaching them something that's relevant to them and adding value, so that you build credibility for yourself and you start to build that relationship. So that's reason number 4. And then my last reason for today is that email marketing is the best way to nurture your subscribers and then convert them into customers when they are in enough pain, when they are ready. And if you take a genuine value first approach, then they will look forward to receiving your emails. Now, I get 80% of my business through my email list, so I am truly practicing what I teach here. I know that it works. I teach it to my private clients and it works for them. And so I hope you agree with all of that. And I've just given you like 5 reasons in 5 minutes. But if you want to dig into email marketing in more detail, then I'm running a free masterclass over the next 3 weeks where I'm going to share with you 7 strategies to building your list, including a fantastic exercise that will generate 8 weeks worth of content so that you never have to worry about what you're going to write when it comes to writing an email. I'm also going to dig into some of the frustrations that agencies face when it comes to business development, and I'll tell you how to overcome them. And as a thank you for attending, I'm going to give you a copy of my free guide on creating landing pages that convert. So head over to the link in that you can see on the slide, and I'm actually going to put it into the chat as well. So hopefully you can see that link. If not, just grab it from the top and you can register. As I said, I'm running it a few times over the next 3 weeks. So hopefully you'll find a date and a time that suits you. So I'm running it on the 12th, the 20th, the 21st, 26th and 28th of April, completely free, just 45 minutes long. So if you've got any questions, drop them into the chat and I'll get back to you. But I really hope that I will see you on one of these workshops.